Video Store Day.
114. Happy Video Store Day.
I'm Ghetto Matt. This is my co-host Emalie Soderback.
This is my son, Billy. You may remember him. I feel like he's been on episodes before.
We are coming to you live and in person from Video Store Day 2025.
Yeah,
As you can see, there is a lot of stuff and people going on behind us right now.
We decided to capture the chaos and
the wonder,
the
delight,
the positive energy and vibes of a city that loves videos and whose baseball team might be going to the World Series. Don't want to jinx it though, so I'm knocking on wood.
We're up one game. Hopefully by the time you see this, we'll know what happened.
Yeah, but it's Video Store Day. It's the best day of the year. It's Scarecrow's favorite holiday. It's a big party here from open to close. We just kind of opened doors to general public just a little bit ago. It's weird to be recording in the daytime in a store full of people, but it's kind of fun.
It's all happening.
I think it's good. It's all happening.
This is my happening and it freaks me out.
It does. It freaks us out. In a good way, though. In a good way. This is also going to be a little spooky episode, a little bit. I keep wanting to tell people to come to Video Store Day because we're so used to doing these live telethons. So I keep wanting to be like, hey, show up, here's what's happening. But by the time you guys see this, the dust will have settled.
Yes. Do you remember the time that we did a live stream during the Mariners game that went 18 innings?
Yes, I do. I do remember that. And your dad kept texting us?
My dad kept texting me.
That was fun.
That wasn't horrible. It was just the game went on really long.
But no, today we're not begging for money for 7 hours straight on YouTube Live.
But we are begging for money. So, donate, get a membership. Buy some stuff.
We do still need donations, obviously.
Yeah.
So become a member. If you missed out on coming to Video Store Day and you're looking at this and you're like, oh, fuck, that looks really cool, but I had to work or I had to do something, I was out of town. Don't worry. There's still stuff left over for sale in these stacks. Mm-hmm. You can still become a member online or in the store. You can still come and celebrate. You can, honestly, no one's going to be mad if you decide a different day is your Video Store Day. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm going to celebrate right now. And you come to Scarecrow, you spend a bunch of money, you get one of our awesome new shirts that we have.
Yes, I'm wearing one right now.
Matt's wearing one right now. I scooped mine up. I didn't bring it though. And we have a cool crew neck and we have tote bags and tis the season to celebrate Video Store Day and video stores everywhere. However, it throws me off. I can't see your eyes. You know what?
What am I doing? What am I looking at right now? I could be looking at anything.
Seriously. But anyways, happy Video Store Day. Let's get into episode 114.
Gotta be seen.
Gotta be seen.
My movie that I'm going to talk about during this episode is a movie that has been on my watch list for a very long time. I finally got around to it, and like I predicted, it is now one of my favorites. It's For The Fairies. And it is from 1986, directed by Carlos Enrique Taboada. He directed Blacker Than Night and Even the Wind Is Afraid, which are two movies that are also on my watch list that I should probably get to now that I've seen this one. This is a Mexican film that is directly up my alley. It is about two young girls whose friendship takes them to some dark and fantastic places. One girl she's like an orphan. She lives with her grandma, who is disabled and really old and doesn't really talk and looks like a witch. And her nanny, who is a very superstitious woman who always reads her bedtime stories about fairy tales and warns her about witches and deals with the devil. And her intentions are to kind of just warn her to be a good girl or whatever.
Okay.
But Veronica, who is the little girl, is like, that shit sounds awesome.
Yo puedo hacerlo todo. Venir de noche, entrar por la ventana y llevármela.
So she's taking it that way because she's getting bullied at school for being kind of broke or whatever and not having parents. So then another little girl joins the school and she is richer. Her name is Flavia. She's a little bit more wealthy. She has a family who loves her. She has a dog. She has the perfect life. And they kind of start a friendship, but it's more she is interested. She's kind of fascinated by the stories Veronica tells because Veronica is telling her that she's a witch and she's using all these stories that her grandma's telling her or her nanny's telling her, and she's making Flavia think she's really cool and important and all this stuff.
Así de grande. ¿Y para qué la quieres? Para hacer encantamientos.
And it kind of snowballs. out of control. She eventually weasels her way onto Flavia's like family vacation at this old ranch by the lake, and they start to like put together poison for the fairies, because fairies are the enemy of witches. So they're trying to make this big brew or whatever, and it slowly starts just kind of spiraling, and Veronica is like basically just bullying the shit out of Flavia.
Tú vas a hacer siempre lo que yo te diga. Siempre. O te va a pesar.
All this stuff starts happening as a result of not necessarily supernatural elements, but just the power structure of these two little girls' relationship. And of course, that ends in terrible violence and maybe even death.
Uh-oh.
In my amazing imaginary movie theater that I would open, I would program this with Heavenly Creatures and Don't Deliver Us from Evil. Absolute perfect programming there. I really love this movie. I love movies about female friendship and fucked up shit and supernatural horror elements, so it's just directly up my alley. If you can manage to see this, Poison for the Fairies, 1986, it is not to be missed. Check it out.
My pick for Video Store Day is new to me, and because I recently saw Obayashi's The Girl Who Leapt Through Time that we recently screened at SIF, and a movie of his that I've always wanted to see just came out on Blu-ray, and it's 1981's School in the Crosshairs. Which is, I think it was like his immediate follow-up to The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. They came out very close together anyway. This is based on an anime, I believe, or a manga, I can't remember right now. And it's been adapted at least one other time. But it's really, really cool, and like any Obayashi movie, has some really strange aesthetic qualities. It's about a young girl whose name is Mitamura, and she is a really well-liked and popular and good student at her school. Everyone thinks she's the best. Everybody's like really proud of her for being the top student.
Yeah.
One day, she realizes that she has psychic abilities. And she uses them to save, to know that this little kid is going to get like hit by a truck or something, and she manages to save him just in time. And she realizes that she has these special powers. And then she gets contacted by this strange man, and he wants to like recruit her and use her powers to take over the world.
私と手を組む。そうすれば君は素晴らしい超能力者としてこの世界を支配することができるんだよ。
And she turns him down.
She's like, no thanks, not for me.
She's like, no.
I think I'm okay.
But what also turns out to be going on is this guy, he's not taking no for an answer. So he gives psychic powers to another student and uses her to take over the school.
Okay.
何が自由ですか？あなた方の言う自由は単なるわがままです。今のこの学校を見てごらんなさい。
And so he rigs the student election in order to make her the president of the school. And so like it's a war between the two, the good girl and the bad girl.
戦争ですたい。はい、所帯。
A family-friendly film?
There's nothing really graphic in it that a kid couldn't handle.
It seems very like YA novel. You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like it was. They would have called this a youth film at the time in Japan, and Obayashi made a series of those that are very popular and well liked. The coolest thing about this movie, though, is not the goofy plot. It's how like anime tinged the whole thing is. Like, there's a really cool scene at the beginning of the movie where you see all the different activities that the students do in their various clubs, and it's staged like a big musical number. It's really cool. There's a lot of like very obvious like blue screen compositing. Parts of the frame will go black and white, and the other parts will be in color.
Yeah.
And some of the special effects are really sort of deliberately chintzy. My favorite part is at the end when they're having like a psychic battle to determine the future of the school, and like the evil alien guy is got a goofy cape costume on, and he's playing a rickety old piano while his evil student is dressed like a superhero, and it's like, like all these goofy star wipes and crazy effects are going on.
No, that sounds
It's super,
great.
super fun. It's got a lot of energy. And like a lot of the characters and the ways that they interact with each other are sort of anime tinged. Like people will just suddenly break out and do crazy dances or sort of pull really wild facial expressions and wild takes. It's super, super fun. If you've seen any Obayashi movies, you've probably seen House. So it's not quite as frantic as House, but it definitely has some of those qualities because Obayashi, he was an advertiser by trade before he started really making films.
So it kind of has that like almost campy commercialness to it a little bit.
For sure. I have been slacking on catching up with a lot of his work because most of it it's not that it's hard to find, it's that a lot of it's not available on physical media in this country.
Well,
and so
new Blu-ray here.
I need to catch up with a lot of his stuff. This one was great. School in the Crosshairs. Check it out.
Check it.
体育ばかり5でよ。あとは全部アヒルの艦隊じゃん。
なんだよ、アヒルの艦隊って。
オルネってことだ。数字の2はアヒルみてえだ。面白い。だってうまい。
Well,
that's it.
That was a shorty. But there's a lot going on today.
There's a ton going on today, so you'll have to keep yourself seated for next week's episode.
Yes, we'll be back.
Which will
also be filming on Video Store Day, but will come out next week.
Yeah, we're not trying to trick you this time. It's going to be the same day.
Yeah.
But happy Video Store Day once again, and do your best to support your local video store.
If you're lucky enough to have one.
If you don't have one, you know what? We'll be your local video store.
Yeah, you can rent by mail.
Rent by mail, no matter where you are. Scarecrow's here for you. Go to our website. Email us, viva@scarecrow.com. Follow us on all the stuff. Come into the store if you're around the area, or just like I said, rent by mail.
Yeah.
You know, let us know what your haul is. If you were here on this day,
show
let
us
us know what you got from the store, or take a picture of you wearing one of our new shirts, or let us know what's up.
Yeah.
And until then, we'll see you next time.
Viva Physical Media. Viva la Revolucion.
You will not be able to stay home, brother.
なんだよ
お前ら何してる？
ただの校外調査だよ
すげえ、さっきから見てたぞ。君のくせになんだ？
まあまあ興奮しないでそうそうちょっとしたパンティーテストなんだから